because we have a very special guest, one Miss Alanah Pearce. Everybody, big round of applause.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Holy shit!
Hi.
Holy shit! Thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Nova also gonna be in this game. And then over there, we got Zero and Chaos, manning the computers.
Hey, I'm a bad tech audio. Do you want to reintroduce yourself again?
From the absolute beginning.
Just yourself.
Oh.
Yeah, you were.
Hi. Once again, I'm Hidden Dragon. Thank you very much, all of you, for being here. Tonight is going to be one hell of a thing. We'll see what happens. We're on very strict time constraints, so we're going to get right into it, if it's okay with you. I'm sure it is. All right.
They all said no.
No. Oh, I guess we're just not going then. We're gonna wait. We're gonna take a big break.
All right.
All right, I guess I can take this shit.
All right. Oh man, it's good to see you all. Good to see you all.
How's it feel being behind that chair?
Terrifying, but should be good.
You're gonna be fine.
Thank you. All right.
Again, probably.
All right. Let's start this up. Let me see where I am. There we go. Make sure that's playing for me.
Playing from the computer.
All right. Just checking an audio thing real quick right before we go.
There we go. It is playing on the speaker.
Awesome.
Yeah, I had it muted.
Oh,
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Timber City, a sprawling concrete metropolis. Skyscrapers, like giants, shatter clouds as they fight their way towards the sun. And just at their feet, thousands of people from all walks of life. Some driving to work, and some biking to school, and some couples having their first lunch together. And some deciding that today is the day they do something bad. We start with Rico. Rico, today's a big day. You put in long hours and some years of work to hone your skills. Unfortunately, though, your last job didn't go quite as planned. You remember well the great drug bust of the Nabisco factory, right?
that I do.
All right. You went in alone, quiet as you can be, but you didn't take into account very four large and very angry guard dogs. You bolted, made your way up some metal beams and some catwalks. If you could just take down the boss, that's it. You could break the ring. But then, you feel a smack on the side of your head, and you go careening over the side of the catwalk into a big vat of Oreo powder. The gnome. And you start to come to. You start to come to inside of this Oreo powder, and you're just like, what happened? What happened? Who am I? And you hear from outside of the big vat, turn it on, sweetheart. Let's get it moving. And you hear it, and you start to feel the entire thing spin. You feel the inside of the entire vat start to spin. You're like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden, it locks up. Doesn't move. Perhaps by some sort of divine intervention. Who knows? You make your way out of the vat. Everyone's gone. You lost the perpetrator. It is unfortunate. But and the chief was furious, but he's giving you another shot. You're going to be meeting up at the office today with one Alanah Pearce, a new recruit. And you're going to be taking her on her first mission. It's because you're exiting your apartment right now, and you're heading to your 67 hardback Chevy, hardtop Chevy.
I open the door, get in, hit the dice, turn the key in the ignition. Boom.
Nice. Sounds good.
I hate rookies.
Oh.
Back out, and I down to the station.
Okay. You start making your way to the station, and there's in your general area, there's a light traffic, not too much going on, so you're actually able to make some good way. But you get this feeling like today needs to be a lucky day. I should probably stop for a lucky donut. Or should I not? This is an important day. Maybe I shouldn't. What do you think? You know it's on the way.
I think I gotta stop for that donut.
Do you?
Gotta stop for that donut.
All right.
It's a big day. Need that extra kick of luck. Gotta stop for my lucky donut.
All right. You do. You make your way in to the parking lot of the I think it's a Yum Yums. It's a Yum Yums right there that you make your way out of or into, and you walk into the shop and oh, it's you again. It's my number one customer. it's
My number one customer.
It's my favorite customer. It's so good to see you again. You can see the name tag. It says Brittany.
Hello there, Brittany. I don't got long, but need one of my specials.
Oh, do you? Is it gonna be just a single donut, or would you like a dozen?
Send me, Brittany.
Oh, I know you.
I am wanting just a single donut.
Just a single
Give
one.
me the one.
I don't know.
Don't you?
You sure you don't want a dozen?
Yeah, fuck it. Give me the dozen.
Here you go.
I actually got donuts in it?
Yes.
Oh my.
Oh my god. There's actually donuts in here. Wow, the fucking tape. I want a donut. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You can also have a non-canonical donut if
I
you
really
like.
appreciate that.
All right.
Thank you. It means a lot.
A non-canonical
I
donut.
love a non-canonical donut.
Which non-canonical donut would you like?
The music
Give me that
stopped,
black
right?
chocolate boy right there. The back,
This one?
the one next to it.
This one?
Mhm.
All right.
Thank you, thank you.
There you are.
This is not part of the canon.
No,
It's not part of the
no, totally not happening. All right.
Good shit.
Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure seeing you, Officer.
I hand her more than what it costs and just tell her, keep the change.
Please come back.
Always do.
Wonderful. All right, and you exit the shop, and you start to head towards the street, and that's when we cut to Alanah. Alanah, your flight has just landed, and you're making your way through the extremely busy airport to grab your luggage, which is not much. You're moving here pretty light. Just a big bag of some binders, a coffee mug, a couple outfits, and things you think that you would need to help ease you into your new job as a new recruit for the police of Timber City. You're super excited to finally follow your dreams and bring some good into this world. You start to make your way towards the exit, and you can see just outside the glass doors, and there's a taxi cab waiting for you. With some correspondence, they let you know that they're going to send somebody to pick you up. You make your way out, and you notice a man is standing just outside of his taxi. He has the door open. He's dressed professionally, maybe too professionally. He's in a tux, and he's wearing white gloves. Dashing older fellow, silver fox, crystal blue eyes, a little bit of a goatee, and he turns to you and he goes, "Mark Freeman, very nice to meet you, miss."
Oh my god, hi.
Hello.
Yeah, are you for Alanah?
You would be Alanah?
Yeah, I just flew in from the valley.
Did you know? That's.
Yeah.
My whole world has changed.
That's good.
Oh god. Here we fucking go, boys. All right. Well, that is fantastic. It's great to finally. Well, it's great to meet you.
Thank you.
Please. if you would like to.
I get in the car.
Okay. You get in the car, and this is what you hear.
Wow. Okay.
It's extremely nice in this cab. And you've been in taxis before, and you've never seen anything like this before. The leather is just pristine, clean, brown, and scrubbed all the way down. And you can see as Mr. Freeman gets in the front, and he takes out a handkerchief, and he starts cleaning his dashboard and his steering wheel. Care for any classical music, miss?
Do you have any Brittany?
Why? No. I do not.
That's whatever. I just feel like classical's like sort of lame, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Be still, my beating heart. Anywho. Where are we going? I was told I was just supposed to be here.
That's a great question.
Oh, you know that you're supposed to be heading straight to the office for the briefing.
Good to know. I'm supposed to be heading straight to the office for the briefing.
Well, which office?
The cops.
The cops.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Precinct 55.
Thank you.
Okay. And he begins to drive, and he heads right out into traffic, and it's almost a dead gridlock stop.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. And he has the windows down, and another car pulls up with another guy like, you fucking get out of my fucking way, blah blah blah, and he just goes, presses the button, and the window just. I miss my old job. Anywho, I'd like to make conversation.
What was your old job?
I was a butler.
That makes sense.
Doesn't it? Dress for the job you want, not for the one you have.
How did you end up here?
Well, the person I worked for passed away.
Oh my God, was it Batman?
Maybe. No,
Okay.
it wasn't Batman. But anyway, I'll just stop talking now. And you can
Immediately shut him down. I like to make conversation. I don't want to talk to you anymore.
Never mind. Good conversation. As you're sitting there in the back seat, it's just completely like it smells of nothing. It's a very interesting experience, but you can see because your window is down, and you can hear the outside with the cars and everything. You start to hear screaming out of near maybe across a couple cars. Is no, please. Oh dear. What is that? And you can see off in the distance, there's like a streak of red. You can see somebody with like spiky, maybe like a red mohawk, is just attacking an old woman for her purse.
Like in the middle of the highway?
No, on the other side of a couple cars, you can see just a little bit of what's happening, and through some of the windows.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just happening right there.
I pull out my phone and start recording it because I'm a valley
Do you?
girl.
Of course.
So I'd like to do that first and foremost. Cop comes second.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say, oh my God, we have to help her. Can you pull over?
We?
I have to help her. Can you pull over so I can do that?
Miss, I'm not going anywhere. The traffic is thick.
Okay, that's fair. I hadn't considered that. I'm going to just take off my heels and I'm going to run over there. So you just wait here.
I will be right here.
Great. Okay. So I get out of the car, take off my heels, run towards the attacker with heels being used as weapons. All right.
Okay. Absolutely wonderful. All right. Now, Let me switch to that.
It's a great donut.
Oh,
Real
awesome.
good.
Now, let's go. So you're starting to run barefoot, no shoes on. You have your heels akimbo.
Yes.
Okay, she's heels akimbo right now, and you got a couple cars in front of you. So, how are you gonna make your way to them?
I'm gonna try and slide across every hood that I possibly can.
That's what I'm baiting.
Yeah.
Right there.
Yeah.
All right. So what I want you to do is I want you to give me a roll. This would be an acrobatics check.
First roll of the night.
That's an 8.
That's an 8. You kind of do like and you kind of like slide on top of the hood of the car, and you kind of like roll, and you're just trying it on for size, really trying to go for coolness there. You don't eat it on the other side of the car, but you manage to make your way and continue going, and you're just, probably not gonna try that again.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, and you can see as this dude that's in like a leather jacket and some studs. He's obviously a punker. He's got piercings all over him. He's like, "Give me your fucking purse." And the old lady's like, "Oh my god!" And he rips it from her and immediately starts running, sprinting down the sidewalk.
Okay, but I'm like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" The old lady.
My purse.
Okay, I'll get your purse, bitch. And then I'm going to first attempt to throw a heel.
You're gonna throw a hit. Let's go.
Yes.
Go.
You roll?
Boom. Yep. Give me a roll.
That is a 16.
16. You see the heel just start speeding towards this guy's head. He's like, and it goes, bing, blah. And he starts to stumble sideways. You fucking motherfucker! And he just keeps running.
Shit. I really thought that would take him out. I guess it didn't. All right, I run off to him as fast as I possibly can.
All right. As you can
Because
see,
now I have to get my heel, which is very important to me.
very important. All right, and it's definitely in the street.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stop to grab it real quick.
Yes.
Okay, if you swipe up your heel and you're sprinting and you can see that you're going down the street, and there's like coffee shops and other kind of like railings, and there's some chairs and stuff for people sitting outside of business. It's like a business area on Main Street. And he's just going, he's knocking over plants and everything, and you're sprinting. I want you to give me another roll to see if you can jump over this planter that he just dipped right in front of you.
That's a 12.
12.
Yeah.
Catches your foot a little bit, but you totally make it, and you're just sprinting. And now I want you to give me another roll to gain on him.
Okay. That's also a 12. Guess I didn't roll.
Oh,
It just sort of dropped.
that's okay. They're heavy dice. So you're definitely gaining on him. You're very fast, and it's probably because you took the heels off. It's probably a good idea that you took the heels off. You're gaining on him, and he's still doing the same thing. He's still trying to knock over stuff. Give me another roll to see if you can gain on him even more.
Sorry, it was a 12 again. I'm not having it. Well, it was a 5, so...
Still gaining on him?
Oh, my.
Yep, you're still gaining on him, and he's just like... And he's trying his hardest, and you can see his mohawk is just doing this now, and he's just... And, so, I'm gonna ask you to do one more roll.
Okay. That is 17.
17? Nope. You're starting to lose him now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where did you roll?
Yeah, well, I was fucking a little bit of a nap. But but yeah, he throws down, like, he picks up like a chair from this Italian restaurant, just throws it right down in front of you, and he's fucker. And he's still going. And now we're going to cut back to Rico.
Okay.
Rico, you step out of the donut shop with your donuts in hand. All right.
Babies. Oh. You're gonna have a good time together. Couldn't have gotten all of you, but I did. Guess that just makes me bad. I'm only allowed to be bad every once in a while. Talking to myself again, aren't I?
And just then, boom, you feel something hit your back, and you just go flying, and these donuts go boom through the air, and you're like, And you turn around. You turn around to see what just hit you, and you see this other guy with a red mohawk just stumble backwards.
You actually almost dropped those.
I know.
And he just goes, "Oh shit!" And he puts up his hands.
Take out my firearm. Get on the ground.
On the ground. Okay.
Come on. Now I'm gone all day.
Uh-huh.
Put your hands behind your back. And I cuff him.
Oh my god, thank you.
It's no problem, ma'am. Just doing my duty. The real tragedy is on the floor.
I mean, he beat the shit out of an old woman. That was pretty tragic.
Oh my fuck, he did?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I kick him. What you get? So,
Tried to steal from me first.
what? What was that? You have the right to remain silent. That doesn't mean you have to shut up.
No. She tried to steal from me first.
That's not true. No.
What do you?
I have it all recorded on my Instagram.
The Insta who's it's what?
Yes, exactly. The whole thing on my Insta who's it what's. The whole thing, I was in a car and I watched him beat the crap out of an old woman to steal her purse, and now I'm not having it. And then he broke my heel.
You broke her.
Yeah, with his head.
Did you perhaps get that on camera? Because I'm pretty sure that you broke your
No,
heel
like
on my-
super weird, like it cut out. It's like connection problems at that point, but I have everything else.
Take me to jail.
Oh, don't worry.
Take
That's where
me,
you're going.
Take me to jail.
I don't have my, my cruiser, but you can get comfy in the Chevy and just toss him in. Ma'am, thank you for your service. Really appreciate the civilians, doing their part. And you'll have to give me the link to your Insta who's and what's it's in order for me to process it as evidence. And then we got to do this whole thing. And I gotta go to the station. It's just have a nice day, man.
I'm actually headed to the station myself.
Do you wanna lift? It might smell like Twinkies, but it's
That sounds great.
it's a pleasant smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Come on. Your name was
Alanah.
Alanah.
Yeah.
How do you say your own name wrong?
Alanah.
Alanah. Okay. It's Officer Rico. Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. And open the door for her,
Wonderful, wonderful.
and then we get in.
Get in the car.
Yep, and head to the station.
Awesome. You guys make your way to the station. Traffic's cleared up a little bit now. And you go right in, park in your normal spot, and you go ahead and you get out of your car and you pull the perp
Yep.
from the back and head right on in.
All right, come on. So what are you doing at the station for? You need to report something?
I don't know, like my daddy told me to meet somebody here about a job or something. I don't know.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, well, you'd probably be wanting to talk to the chief about that. He's a very nice guy.
Can you hurry this along? I really don't have all day. All right, and I'm gonna be out of here pretty soon. So
You got plenty of time, bucko. You'll be fine. Just sleeping with the other dirtbags in 42.
uh-huh.
It's cell 42. We don't have 42 cells, but we like the number 42 here. And just push him inside. Hey, Jenkins, I got a live one. Beating an old lady for her purse.
Oh, do you now?
Yeah, Jenkins.
Everybody look, it's Oreo Boy.
Oreo boy.
It's Oreo.
You fucker. You fucking guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't hurt me at all. Not one bit.
Wow, you're really upset by that. Are you
No,
okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a lot of people in the office kind of got a giggle from that.
Damn, that's really embarrassing.
Nah. Just put him in 42. And this Miss Alanah is here to see the chief.
Yeah, where's the chief?
He's right over there.
Thank you.
You see his office is clean on the other side of the room, with windows wide open. He's just sitting at his desk.
Great, I put my heels back on. One of them's covered in blood. I'm gonna walk up to the office and knock on the door. But I'm gonna intentionally like knock it like the wrong part. Like I think it's a door. Maybe I'm like a foot to the left of the door knocking.
Okay. Come in.
I
And
walk
use
into
it.
glass head first, and then I back up, and I walk through the door.
Try again.
Do I need to roll to get through the door?
No.
Oh, that's my bad. Yeah, no, glass is so shiny. It's very confusing.
Miss Alanah Pearce, right?
Alanah, yeah. Hi.
Alanah. It's
Yeah.
Very nice to meet you.
My dad, he's like, he works for the force in the valley, and he told me like maybe you could help me get my first job or something.
That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It's a great pleasure to meet you. I'm happy to have you on the force.
Cool.
Rico?
Yeah, Chief. Yes, sir. Yes. Big day. Reporting.
My office, please.
Reporting for duty. Coming on it.
Okay.
Walk in the office. Just
Right.
still just like
Any-
saluting, like reporting, doing, ready for work.
Close the door.
Closing the door.
All right.
He closes it a little too hard, so he like kind of jars. Oh shit! Hey, sorry.
Big, extremely handsome, very strong man that's standing before you. Very, all of his accolades into his walls, and he's sitting there staring back and forth between you. Now look, I know your last job didn't go right. I'm giving you another shot here.
It didn't go.
No. No.
It was really bad.
Oh my god, this is awkward. Can I put it on my Instagram?
No, not on the Instagram.
Okay,
These are
no.
what's it's
No,
none of that.
Okay.
Now listen. It's a simple job today. All right, we got some calls nonstop from an old woman in an old Chinatown. All right, and to be completely honest, I have no idea we had an old Chinatown, but we do. And I've never even, it's beyond me, I've never been there before.
Noodles are really good.
Yeah. Anyways, she provided an address. I would like you to take Miss Alanah and just go check on her.
Oh my god, exciting.
Wait, Chief. I don't do partners. You know, I mean, I know we talked about this a bit yesterday, but I don't do partners after, you know.
But you do your job.
I do my job, and this is the
It'll
job.
be fun. You could use a huge makeover.
I don't know if I should be insulted.
We'll just like get your nails done. Yeah. No, yeah. Yes. Yes.
It would mess up my hand-eye coordination and my my accuracy.
That's fine. You don't need that.
Listen.
That's fine.
Get a move on.
Oh my god.
Yes, sir.
She gives you
yes,
you the
sir.
address. I mean,
Okay.
he gives you the address, my bad.
And, yeah. All right.
I feel
Let's
really
go.
bad about the butler that I just left in that car. Because I'm thinking about him.
You left a butler in a car?
Is he gonna be okay? Yeah, let me just call him real quick. I'm gonna call the butler. I apologize profusely. I tell him that I thought his music sucked.
Number.
You don't have his number?
No.
Oh god.
You didn't even get it.
No, you definitely don't. You definitely left that butler in the middle of the street.
I'm just gonna have to deal with that, I guess.
Yeah,
Shit.
it's
Maybe
okay.
he'll come back later as a big bad.
Oh no. Poor guy.
Just all of a sudden, as soon as you guys leave the office, just a big rumble starts to happen. It's definitely a small earthquake. You can feel it.
Mm.
Happening again. It's happening more frequent lately. It's
Yeah.
unsettling, you know.
Did we ever figure out what that's about? Nothing.
The tectonic plates. They figured out the sources of earthquakes. I'm from the valley.
I think she's
Okay.
onto something.
She might be onto something.
Yeah, totally fine. Don't worry about it.
I don't know how dinnerware is supposed to deal with earthquakes.
Mm. Oh. I'll talk to you later. Good luck.
Thank you.
Chief. I will not fail you, sir.
And I'm gonna give him a makeover. He's gonna look great. Okay. Your uniform's so cute.
Let's go suit up. You are not prepared to go out as officer of the law, and even still, you're a rookie. And listen. I mean, you're great. You already showed that you could do the insta who's the what's it's, and having that evidence on tape, it really helps out. But this is really dangerous stuff we're talking here. Just every day, you got your gun at your waist, don it in your mouth sometimes, if it's a lucky day.
I'm sorry, what?
Don it.
I'm sorry.
Have you never had a don
I'm
it?
sorry, what are you saying?
A don it.
A-
You had an Oreo ball?
I'm sorry, what?
Cookies.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go get changed.
Yes, locker room's over there. Just make sure you check out a firearm. Just put my name down. Fine, I'll teach you how to use it.
Okay, thank you.
I haven't taken a rookie out in a while. I don't remember protocol, but it should be fine.
All right. You go and get dressed.
Mhm.
And you guys both meet up again. Head straight to the car. And then you make your way off for Old Chinatown. Ba, 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 ba. Ba. All right. As you're driving, you make your way all the way to the street. And you can see there's tons of different restaurants and people working. Night starts to fall. Sun goes down. And the address seems to be just at the end of the street. It's this really large apartment building. The chief also gave you an apartment number and a floor. It's floor 13, apartment 6.
Okay, rookie, listen up. You just follow my lead. Going to talk to, does it say a name on the paper?
Yes, it says one Mrs. Flaxen-Thatch.
So, we're gonna talk to Mrs. Flaxen-Thatch. Well, I'm gonna do most of the talking. If you see anything relevant or see any clues or pick up anything, feel free to voice your opinion. But at the same time, I really need to do well here. That's last job went really bad, and then the job before that was really bad.
Okay.
Job before that went really bad. Job.
Are you gonna fix your hair first, or are we just like?
What's my hair gotta do?
Well, you be more personable. People might trust you more if you maybe brushed it. So. Oh my God, that's way better.
Okay.
Great, let's go.
All right.
We got this.
So you pull around into the apartment building parking lot. Go ahead and pause that. You see this building is old. This building is decrepit. So you go up to the front door and you open it up. You look in and it's like nobody's been here in a long time. But you do hear something off in the distance there, in what would be like a receptionist area. Yeah, the receptionist desk is really high. But you can hear, oh, how do they do that? How do they bend their back like that? And you hear some really upbeat music and some Japanese voices coming from a TV.
Stay close behind rookie. just gun at my way, just hovering my hand over my gun, and as I'm going closer, I have my hand out, peek around, and is it coming from a room?
No, it's just coming from the receptionist desk.
Oh, okay. And so, do I see the receptionist?
No, you just see a really high receptionist desk, and then you hear a voice behind it.
Oh. So I peek over.
And you can see somebody like leaning far back, and he's just like, how do they do that? And he's just straight up watching anime on TV.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh!
I am Officer Rico. And I'm, thank you. Yes.
Of course.
I'm here to see a Mrs. Flaxen Dad.
Oh, Mrs. Flaxenthatch. Yes, she's, did I do something?
No, I just, I heard noises and I wanted to make sure that you were okay.
I'm okay.
Okay. Can you tell me your name, sir?
Marvin.
Marvin. Very good, Marvin. Now, just to confirm, Mrs. Flaxenthatch lives on the 13th floor, apartment 6, correct?
Yeah, I'm... Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Go back to your cartoons or whatever.
I'm dancing this whole time.
Dancing?
Yes.
Okay. Dancing to...
The sound of whatever music was playing in the anime.
Oh. Yeah, it's definitely Bobo's Crazy Journey.
Bobo's Crazy Journey.
Classic Bobo, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, okay. So it's like, okay, I'll buzz you in the elevator.
Perfect. Thank you, Marvin. Much appreciated. You have a nice day now.
You too.
And then I walk over to Alanah and just, hey, Rookie, that's how you do it. What do you do? I guess it's catchy, but Rookie,
What?
were you paying attention? That's how you do it. That's how you talk to people.
Oh, no, I didn't hear anything.
It's fine.
What are you listening to?
It's an anime.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Bobo's about to defeat Bio.
I love Bobo's Crazy Journey. No way. You go deal with like whatever you have to. I'm going to stay here with Melvin.
It's Marvin.
No, it's Melvin. It's definitely Melvin.
Okay, I suppose I'll catch you up at the 13th floor, maybe?
Yeah, maybe, whatever. Okay, bye.
Okay. And
Oh my god.
just gonna go ahead and head up to the 13th floor.
Okay. Yeah, so anyway, this is like my favorite episode. And you can hear him just start to gush about all of his favorite anime stuff.
I love that for me.
Yeah. And you enter the elevator. You can hear fuzzy, nothing has been kept up in this building. Just like a fuzzy speaker or like at the corner of the elevator playing like a tune from Katy Perry. It's really just like almost detuned, sounding really weird. And you head up. Here's the floor. You can see right at the end of the hallway is room 6.
Baby, I'm a firework. I'm just gonna walk towards
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm gonna go knock on the door.
Hello?
This is Flaxenthatch.
She opens the door and she's like 2 feet shorter than you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Officer Rico. I'm here to talk to you about the disturbance going on in
Oh, yes, please come in.
all right. Thank you.
Would you like a spot of tea?
Do you have chocolate milk?
No,
She wasn't expecting you
I
to say
can
that.
look for you, my dear.
It's fine. If you had like a donut or something, that would be cool.
A donut. I
Donut,
don't
yes.
think I have a donut. I'm sorry. Yes. Anyway, I'm going to go get you some tea.
Okay,
Would you like some tea?
I paid you on a walkie-talkie. You need help up there, or like, are you fine? We're about to start a new episode.
Everything's fine up here. Just having tea.
Oh my god, can you get me some lemon and ginger, please?
You could
We do have lemon and ginger.
come up here and drink the tea yourself, and assist me with this case.
Okay, amazing. I'll see you there.
Perfect.
Bye, Alanah.
Love you. Let's hang out. I'm gonna miss Melvin.
All right. You head up. You head up and
Yeah.
you meet up with Officer Rico in the room.
Come in, dear. Please sit down. Sit down.
Oh my god, you're so cute.
Thank you.
And you can see she's wearing like a muumuu that's probably like too big for her, and like it's like really long, and it's all orange, bright orange with little daisies all
Like
over
I
it.
should have known that before I called her cute. Take it back.
Yeah, short, little.
Like white hair. It's very nice to meet you. Please, mind sitting here at the table?
Sure, yeah. Like, what's up?
Well, frequent break-ins have been happening in my building, and I just needed someone to talk to about it. And I really don't know what to do.
Well, generally, you can make a police report down at the station in order to, give us at least a nice kind of overview of the situation, and that's generally what you got to do. But you could just tell me, and I'll write the report for you, I guess.
Okay.
And you can see as per the kind of sad or somber or boring conversation, depending on who you are, you start to get a good look at the room. It's like she's living in a sort of like an antique shop. She does a lot of collecting. There's a lot of like couch cushions and different types of furniture and stuff that kind of like mismatched and misplaced. And you can see just a bunch of knickknacks and bookshelves and things all over the place. You can also see, which is probably the strangest thing, in the corner of the room is a pedestal with something it's like, looks like stone, like a big chunk of stone. But on this stone are like teeth. It looks like a giant set of dentures. It's really weird, and all the teeth are different gems, different like little stones. A really odd piece to have.
What is this like weird art you have? This is kind of creepy, miss.
What do you mean?
Like, it's just like, I don't know, the vibe is sort of weird.
Vibe?
What my associate here means is, do you feel that the break-ins are somewhat leading themselves to you? You have a lot of nice antiques, and you could be a target for one of these break-ins. Is that what?
That sounds like
concerning
victim
you?
blaming to me. So, okay, we got to give him a whole course on that. Yikes.
Victim blame. I was just asking if she.
I
feels
think
Wow.
worried.
I think your cups might be empty. I'll be right back.
And
Thank you.
she gets up and she goes to the kitchen.
Listen, I'm just asking if she's worried about her stuff being stolen. That's it.
Why? Because she has nice stuff? Like, that's her fault?
If somebody could have.
I think the problem is the vibe.
Okay, then tell me about this vibe.
Okay, something is wrong with the vibe in the room. The feng shui is all wrong. The equilibrium is off. That's the problem.
Okay, but because the equilibrium is
Officer Alanah, can you assist me in the kitchen, please?
Would love to. Just stay here and like brush your hair or something, please. I walk into the kitchen.
All right. You can see right when you round the doorway is you can see the back of Mrs. Flax and Thatch, and the fridge door is wide open. She's looking directly at the ground, and the tea that was in her hand is just pouring on the ground.
Oh my god, what tell you about the vibe in here? It's off. Miss Flaps and Hooch? Are you okay?
And you hear it.
Ugh.
I'm fine. Whatever do you mean?
What? Is something wrong? Is something wrong?
And her left arm just starts to crackle outwards and go to the left.
Oh my god, I actually have chills.
She turns and she looks at you. Everything's fine.
Officer Rico? The vibe.
What is it about the fucking vibe?
The vibe in here. I feel like you maybe want to see this. I pull out my phone and I start recording.
Yeah. You start to record.
Yeah.
Her legs start to stretch and her arms start to stretch and her fingers get super, super long.
Oh my god.
And so does the back of her head. And you can see this whole weird transformation begin. And you've seen nothing like this before. Her skin gets really, really pale, and you can start to see like varicose veins, like a road map, start to stretch all over her. And her big orange painted nails are there. And you can hear her just, and she starts to giggle a little bit. And her old teeth fall out and hit the ground. And she turns around, and you can see just a huge nose, bit of mustache, just a little bit. She has kind of like longish, kind of like gray hair, and she's just warped. And she's standing in front of you. And she's got this big, no-tooth grin staring right at you.
You see what I meant about the vibe?
Well, I haven't gotten there yet. So I get up like, oh, the fucking vibe is just, holy shit!
If you would be so kind.
I'm gonna back up a bit at this point.
And she points.
Sort of walk backwards a bit.
She points at the pedestal on the other side of the room.
If you would be so kind.
Rookie, get the teeth from the pedestal.
I can't touch that. What the heck?
Did-
That's
did-
disgusting.
Get the teeth.
Oh my god, ew.
I have you covered. Get the teeth.
Oh god. Oh my god, fine. But I'm telling my dad about this. I walk over.
I don't know if he'll believe you.
I go get the teeth. And I vomit. But I have the teeth.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Right here. Right here.
Please don't touch
And they're
me.
very heavy.
Okay.
You're definitely two-handing those things.
Gross. I vomit again.
Thank you. You act like you've never seen a witch before.
Can't say that I have.
Oh, I'm sure you have. I see your social medias and your black fingernail polish and your cats and your coffee and your Fleetwood Mac.
Listen. I don't go on social media. The Insta Who's It's, the Factberg, the Quatter. Don't do any of that, Brad. Melts your brain.
Fantastic.
You need to be focused. And I pull the gun back up again.
There's really no need, officers. Please, I do require assistance.
Holster the gun.
Could you stop staring, please? And you turn around to see a bunch of the stuff that was in the room that was just laying about is all kind of just peeking around the corner at you. Bunch of cushions and books and a broom. Mr. Freeman, can you please round these up?
Put them back. Right away, miss.
He's back.
Fucking Beauty and the Beast shit are we fucking going on with this?
You can see as the broom starts to push everything back. Get back, get back. Let her do a thing.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry that I abandoned you earlier, but also, what the fuck is going on?
Well, let the missus explain a lot of things.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Freeman. Anyways, back to the table. She sits down with her tea and her incredibly long fingers. Anyway, so...
Officer Rico's just slack-jawed the entire time.
I just keep
a bit.
vomiting.
Mr. Freeman, please. You can see, right away, miss. And you can see this broom, like...
Oh, he's the broom?
He's the broom.
Oh, I thought he was controlling the broom. I see.
No, he's
Interesting.
No.
Interesting.
He's the broom. Well, anyways, little white lie, I really didn't, there really hasn't been any break-ins, but there is potential for some. I'm having a bit of issues with my ex-boyfriend.
Oh my God, tell me about it. And then I sit down, I completely stop vomiting, and I like touch her on a weird giant hands.
Thank you. Thank you, my dear. It really is a problem anyways. You know, these earthquakes. I have a feeling they're him.
Oh my God, men are the worst.
They really are so terrible. And she kind of gives you a little bit of a side eye.
Wait, why are we looking at me?
You wouldn't
You
understand.
fucking know what you did.
You do.
Just continue doing what I've been doing.
Anyway, think he's up to something. And this morning, I had a bit of a squabble with him, and I think you were there.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
He's an uptight man, red, spiky hair.
Oh my God.
Oh, the fucker in 42.
Oh.
Or at least a part of him, anyways.
I
See,
thought she was
he's-
talking about Miranda from Sex and the City.
I've never even watched that show.
She's the redheaded one.
Still don't know who that is.
Well, if I'm to be honest, I'm pretty sure that was only a piece of him, or something he was working through.
He was a whole fucking person.
Was he? Really?
I mean, I threw him in the cell
Anyway.
myself.
Well, we had a bit of a squabble over our old works together. We used to do a lot of things. Bad things. And it wasn't always to the benefit of your realm, I guess. But I've turned over a new leaf. He didn't like it, and we have this book. He ripped it from me. And I honestly, I need the other half. Or the other pieces.
Do you think we should cancel him? Because, like, I can go through his Twitter. We can find something.
That might work.
Excellent.
No.
I try to look him up on Twitter.
Hold on, let me see. And she starts to go through the book. It was like a shared diary between me and him. And
That's so cute.
yes, we did a lot of different spells, different things, you see. And there was something that he was working on behind my back that he
Okay,
has.
Oh my God.
Hold on. Fucking spells. You stifled me until now. Now I just think you're really just trying to yank my chain, waste the department's time. I can't look bad.
Officer Rico. If you help me, I'll help you.
Like how,
You can hear the grinding of her stone teeth.
like what kind of help are we talking?
I'm getting to that. And she starts to go through her other books with her long fingernails and her fingers. she's holding one. She's holding it open, and she's literally flipping pages with one of her fingers as one eye. You can see is speed reading. Yes. Yes. I can't physically do that. It's very difficult.
You better.
Well,
It seems he's trying to bridge, well, he's built. Oh, you naughty. He's built a whole realm. Well, almost an exact copy of this city. And he's using, remember how I told you there's pieces of him?
Yeah.
He's using pieces, other people, ones that are susceptible to his magic. Convicts, those types. He's using them as beacons, it says. She's flipping through a book.
That is so toxic.
Yeah,
And-
she said.
It seems like these beacons are becoming like the epicenter of the earthquakes. But if I had the rest of this book, I'd be able to figure out why or how.
I understand.
Well,
anyway, and she puts the book down, puts it back, and she sits back.
yeah. Yes, this might work. I'm going to call on a friend.
Would you like to meet a new friend?
Well, is he different like you?
Very different.
Anyways,
Oh,
so
sure. Let's meet everybody.
I'm going to have to use a little bit of your help, if you don't mind. This is what you guys would call a seance. So please.
I think you're a raggedy bitch. However, I'm fully in respect of you having this conundrum with your ex-boyfriend, and I feel like you're being gaslit. And I'm not here for that. I can't read, but I will help you find this book.
I like your fire,
Thank you.
but that is wonderful.
A seance. Okay. I prepared for this on TikTok.
Okay.
I just I'm losing my fucking mind. Losing my. Oh.
You have to stop talking to yourself with such negative energy.
Oh.
You're gonna be fine.
Oh, the chief is gonna take my bench. Take my gun.
Well, okay. Is it possible that Officer Rico has like a bad luck curse on him? Can you help us with that?
I fell into a vat of Oreo powder.
That's pretty unlucky.
Well, maybe I can help you with something, my dear, as long as you're willing to help me.
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful.
She says, "This'll do."
Oh,
She pulls out this. She sets it in the middle of the table.
Oh my.
Now,
is that real?
of course it's real.
Like, is a real fucking head?
You want to touch it?
No.
Okay. Anyways, let's be on, shall we?
Am I allowed to keep filming this?
Yo, what?
Should I stop?
Stop what?
I feel like I'm gonna. It's fine. Nothing. No, I stop filming.
Okay. Well, it's a bit of a warning. Don't let go. the person or friend that I'm about to summon, he takes things sometimes. And we're summoning him for a little bit of advice. I have to find how to get you to this realm. And to find these pages. But when we bring him out, don't let go, or he might take something from you.
Don't let go of what?
A piece. A
Okay.
finger, a tongue,
Oh, God.
an ear. Could be anything.
So we holding hands or something? Is that what we're doing?
We are.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Don't fucking let go.
Okay. I won't.
I'm not gonna let go.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna be better than that bitch in the Titanic movie.
She holds her fingies like this, and there you go. All right. Oh no, where the thingy go? All right. There we are. All right. As you guys are holding hands, you can see this weird shrunken head thing in the middle of the table start to shake and rumble a little bit. And her eyes just go and roll into the back of her head, and she just starts going. And you can see this head just start to spin, stop, and roll back. And its mouth just goes and becomes a big circle in almost the entirety of the table. And it's like you're staring into a spiraling purple void. You guys are seeing some crazy shit. You can start to feel a pull from the room. Like the air is getting thin. And you start to see some paper, some other things. And you can see from the middle of this weird, strange vortex, just a complete, like a shadow hand starts to come out. A forearm. Another one.
Brittany laced my bonnet. That's it. Just having a dream. Having a dream. Just a sugar-filled dream. This isn't real. This isn't real. It's not real. You're not real. You're not real. That's not real. Not real.
This is the coolest fucking thing I've ever seen.
And by the time you're done with your bit of a monologue, you're seeing about from waist up this shadow creature that's looking back and forth between both of you. And you're feeling the room being pulled in. And at your leg, you feel a tug at your pant leg. And you look down, and there's this tiny little pillow with a sunflower on it. Just attached to your pant leg, and it's holding on for dear life. It's like, it's literally making sounds.
Hey, cutie.
It's being pulled into the vortex.
Oh, no. We can't let go. I'm gonna step my own leg backwards, like one leg behind the other leg, to try to protect it from the vortex.
I'm gonna need a roll.
That's 9.
You definitely kick it and it starts to lose grip from your leg.
Oh my god, what have I done? It's so cute.
It's just barely holding on.
No.
I'm gonna try to, put my foot on it, to step on it, to just
You're on the other side of the table. You can't reach.
What do we do?
It lets go of your pant leg and it starts to fly towards the vortex.
Well, I'm gonna try and put my foot on it. As it's
You're gonna try to put your foot on it?
Yeah.
I'll give you one more shot.
That's an 18.
Okay. You put your foot down and you miss. and it starts to fly. It's flying towards the vortex. Now I'm gonna let you make a decision right now.
Yeah.
You want to let go and grab it? 100% chance to catch it.
Yeah, I'm dumb enough to do that. Yeah.
No?
Yeah.
All right.
So I just instinctively let go both hands,
All right.
attracted to the yellow sunflower or whatever it was, and I grab it.
And you let go of this big weird claw hand, and you see, just as you catch it, this strange shadow creature just look directly at you. And what you feel is the strangest feeling you've ever seen, because you're looking directly at you.
Ooh.
Your eyeball has been plucked from your head, and it's floating directly into this thing's mouth. And you can see you looking back at this.
Can I try and grab my own eyeball?
Oh no.
Shit. It's a huge bummer for me.
And the mouth just closes,
Oh, God.
and now you're just looking at him, and you have the pillow in your
She
hand.
was so cute. Am I in pain?
Hold your hand out.
Success.
You're in no pain.
Great.
You let go. You're missing an eye.
What?
And the creature,
Thank you. Summer house.
Oh, my God.
and it just zips right back into a shrunken head.
Did we do it?
Summer house.
What happened?
Oh.
Oh, you're missing an eye.
I can't be. I don't feel anything.
You can see Mrs. Flaxen Thatch's eyes go. Summer house. Interesting. Oh dear, you let go, didn't you?
I really am missing an eye. Shit.
You
I
did,
wasn't
you did. I
fucking with you.
told
Oh.
you not to let go.
But I had to save the pillow.
Demeanor. You saved her.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime.
Here. 1 second. She pulls something from her bag. She stretches it over the eye. It'll do. No one will notice. Not there. But no one will notice.
Touch it. It's clearly not an eye, but it's something.
Man. And when anybody looks at you, they're gonna see 2 eyes, but you only have 1 right now. I'll have a conversation with the Berg. About what happened. I'll try to get it back for you. I'll see what I can do.
It's fine. I can't read anyway.
That's unfortunate.
Mm.
Isn't it? Well, anyways, our summer home, our getaway, I know the realm in which it exists. I remember it was one we were kind of building together. You need to go there. That's where the pieces are at, I'm certain. So, Mr. Freeman. Yes, madam. Escort these 2 to the summer house, please. Right away. So, you're now leaving the broom. You can take Demeanor.
Oh my God, thank you.
I think she likes you.
It's so cute.
And so, you following a broom out of this room.
Definitely a sugar-filled dream.
Right this way, please. And he leads you all the way to the elevator, of course. And he just leans on the side of the elevator as it takes you down to the bottom floor. You guys exit.
Yeah.
All right. You guys exit. And you see... What did you call him?
Melvin. His name's Marvin.
Yeah. You call him Melvin. You see Melvin just still sitting there watching his anime. And he doesn't even notice that you guys are walking by.
Well, until I say, oh my God, what episode are you on?
Oh, 35.
I love that for you.
Thank you.
Are you secretly a monster or an inanimate object?
What are you talking about?
Oh my God, you're going to freak him out. Stop, leave him alone. He's really sensitive about that.
Nothing.
I'm not a monster.
I know, don't listen to him. It's fine.
Nothing. I was mistaken. I'm sorry. Marvin.
Okay.
I'll call you later. In a platonic way. We're just cool anime friends, okay?
Absolute terror. So you guys, he doesn't notice the broom. You guys exit, and I think, I'm not sure. Right? No, we'll go for a little bit longer. All right. I know things are strange. I know Miss Flax and Thatch can be a little much. I apologize. But it really is. Your realm, or at least this city starting, can be destroyed if you don't do something about it. Get these papers for her. We'll return as fast as we can. We're just taking a trip to the house. We'll put it together and we'll see what she can come up with.
So,
I'm down.
you mean to tell me is the fate of the world lies in our hands?
At least the city for now, not the world. Perhaps in the future. I don't know exactly what Griffin has in store.
Griffin.
Yes,
This ex's name?
that would be.
So you said, so Miss Flax and Thatch was talking about pieces of it.
Yes.
Do the pieces all look the same or they all look different?
Some have similar features, but all slightly different. And it really depends on where in the city, really. He takes someone, they become a beacon, and an earthquake happens.
Okay, but right now we're trying to go to another realm to find the rest of the book, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we got this. This is gonna be great. It's gonna be super fun. You'll get out of your shell. And then we'll like see if she can help us with your really bad luck. It'll be great.
I mean, are you sure this is not a dream? Like,
Yeah, you clearly haven't spent any time on witch talk. This happens all the time. It's like the alignment of the moons right now. I'm not even surprised. We're gonna be fine.
now you are handling this very well, Rookie.
Thank you.
Yeah. We'll be fine. We got this. It's okay. Can we get some donuts?
Still don't know what that means.
Will you both do me a favor? Can you pick your seat? And you can see the broom just go from vertical to horizontal and hit the ground. And as soon as it does, it goes, and it's a Harley Davidson with a sidecar.
Cool.
It's not terribly important, but anyways, who's going to be driving?
I always wanted to drive a Harley.
I can't legally drive.
Looks like I'm driving the Harley. Sidecar's all yours, Rookie.
Thank you.
Mount.
All right, let's see if that'll work. All right. As soon as you rev, and just the loudest engine you've ever heard in your life. It's and boom, you go off, and you can see in front of you some sort of strange thing start to apparate, like a cut in the middle of the sky, or cut in the middle of the road. And you just go, and you go straight through it, and you're going like Mach 5. You're going very, very fast. Oh yes, do hold on. And I think that's where we're going to take a break.
Woo!
I didn't expect another realm.
Yeah, that was that's definitely
Just how long will it break?
We're at a 15-minute.
Did you already put us on break?
No.
Okay.
I know.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sorry.
I don't know what we've just been subjected to, but I'm excited.
Oh, I'm excited for you guys.
You knew about this.
Yeah, I knew the moment like when he showed it to me, I was like, oh, this is gonna be good. This is gonna take a turn that neither of you
Didn't see it coming.
expect.
Didn't see it coming.
Well,
All right.
thank you very much for watching so far. I hope you stay. I hope you're having fun. I hope this is not too confusing. We'll pick it up in just a bit. Welcome back, friends. Hope you're all snacked up and ready. Where we just left off with our Officer Rico and Alanah. Alanah, forgive me.
Thank you.
On a magical Harley Davidson with a sidecar.
Yes.
Very meatloaf.
Very rest in peace, my dude. Rest in peace.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he passed
yeah.
away.
He
No.
did yesterday.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he did
Yeah.
yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Let me freak out over.
Yeah.
Well, both of you were on the Harley Davidson.
Yes.
You headed straight through what seemed like a rift in the middle of the air. And as the motorcycle goes through, it's almost like you went straight into the same city, but with like a strange red filter over it. And there's a lot less buildings. And the sky is completely clear, and you can see like twists and swirls of Milky Ways and stars. Clear. Absolutely crystal. And there's no road per se. It's more like crackled red dirt. It's like you're almost on Mars. It's really strange. But there's still some semblance of familiarity from where you just were at. And you can see that from where you're at, you're almost at the city's edge, and you can see a building way out in the distance. Yes, that is, that's the summer home right there.
Do you
And you
want a
can-
vibe check?
And the Harley slows a little bit.
The vibe's good.
The vibe's good. I'm
Good to know.
Yeah.
happy to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the summer home. We just find these pages, this book together. That's it. Then we can just go back and be okay, hunky dory.
That is the plan. I hope, yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry. Did you just say hunky dory?
I sure did. Ma'am.
Okay, we need to talk about that, but that can happen later. It's fine.
What's wrong with the word?
No, it's
what's
don't-
wrong with hunky dory?
Just not now. We'll talk about it later.
The Harley Davidson frustratedly revs.
Oh, right. Officer Rico dismounts,
Okay.
pulls out his gun. Okay.
What are you gonna shoot the house? A cab.
No, I'm not going to shoot the house, and just having the gun out so if something does come around, I can shoot
Oh
it.
my god. Okay, no, it's fine. I just feel like we're just looking for some pages of a book.
Yeah, and then apparently somebody who also causes earthquakes.
Yeah, were you gonna shoot him?
You know, fair point. I realize my only weapon to defend myself is practically worthless in this situation. The amount of shit that we've seen already. All right. Wish I had a magic gun.
A magic gun.
Do you actually have any advice for us though? Like what do we need to know about like the house or whatever?
Well, It's an old Victorian.
Thank you.
Baby blue. I don't know why they went with the baby blue, but it's a baby blue old Victorian.
As I now only have one eye, I appreciate the extra attention to detail.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry about the eye, by the way.
It's fine, not your fault.
Anyways, it's old and we haven't used it in a very long time. So I'm sure the inside's a little decrepit, but we go in and check to see maybe he is a little crazy. Could have put it anywhere. But if the Berg says that's where it's at, it's where it's at.
Okay, should we head in?
Yeah. I don't. Your name, Freeman?
Yes.
How good would this do me if we found that Griffin guy?
As good as a handshake.
Good to know.
Also, what is Griffin exactly? If Mrs. Freshcooch was a witch, what is Griffin?
He's a warlock.
Oh, that makes sense. Cool.
Very. Well, he used to be. Now he's causing a bit of troubles. Right?
Sounds lovely, personally. In fact, we should probably invite him out to dinner.
Oh my god, this is growth for you.
No, I'm being sarcastic.
What?
I'm not talking about actually inviting him out to dinner.
Then why did you say that you wanted to?
It's called sarcasm. It's where you say something, but you mean the complete opposite of what you say.
That doesn't make sense. You should be more direct.
You can see the broom is just like walking up the stairs to the door.
Okay, so we'll go in, we'll find the thing, and if we see Griffin, we'll invite him out to dinner. We'll tell him he's being really toxic and that he needs to apologize. Or I'm going to find his old tweets and cancel him. Great. Let's go.
Okay.
Sounds like a great plan, Ricky.
Well, you guys open the door to this weird mansion. And you look in, it's very dark, except for a lit fireplace.
That's
Reach
lit.
Onto my belt. Use my flashlight. While still also
It's
having
giving
my
light
sunglasses.
around the fireplace. Sorry.
Just while I have my sunglasses on, I'm using my my big torch flashlight.
So you're shining your flashlight. Did you step in?
Yeah, what are we looking at?
You're looking at the inside of the home is just like the outside of the home. It's very decrepit, all wood, old. You get a gleam of something right when you pass your flashlight to the right off in the back. You're not entirely sure you see a shape, but it's really deep into the house. Is there something I cut out completely? Check. 1, 2. 1 second, folks. If you can hear me. Yeah? It's good?
Should be fine for me. You could have socket.
Okay.
Strange.
All right, cool. Yeah, anyways.
Okay, so we've seen something moving.
Yeah, you
Deep in the
didn't,
house.
it's not exactly moving, but you saw like a shine. Some, like a plate or something.
Okay.
Like metal. Okay.
All right. Step inside.
All right. Go ahead and give me a roll.
That is a 17 there, sir.
Oh, you feel the floor creak a little bit. Just a little bit.
Ugh. Probably shouldn't have had that ho-ho. It's a bad idea.
Well, you can safely say you make your way into the house. And you can see just above the fireplace is a shield. like adorning the wall.
Does it look gaudy?
Yes, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
gaudy, has a face on it.
Oh, that's a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bit much.
I agree.
Hey, rookie, you gotta come in here and see the shield.
I walk in, I look at the shield. Like, oh my god, that is gaudy. What the hell?
That is who has something like that? Just, what do you gotta do?
Well, clearly somebody's here because the fireplace is on.
Who hurt you so bad that you have a shield in your house?
Upon further inspection, the shield says in Old English soprano.
Soprano. Like that hit TV show. I like that.
What is that, like your brother?
You know, I'm not even gonna grab it. not even gonna reward that.
Well, I can't read, so it could say anything.
It says soprano.
Okay, it says soprano. But I'm glad that we agree that it's gaudy. You're learning.
Why would you have a shield named soprano? That just makes no sense.
So perhaps the owner of the shield is named Soprano. I don't know if the shield is named Soprano, but that's just a guess.
You know, that's a fair assumption. Who the fuck is soprano?
I haven't the foggiest.
I'm gonna walk up to the shield and try and touch it.
All right. You reach out and you touch the shield. It's warm. Metal.
I'm gonna try and take it.
Okay. You reach out and you grab it and have your shield. But you have the shield.
What are you doing?
I'm redecorating. It's disgusting.
Okay, fair. All
Thank
right,
you.
just put it anywhere.
Thank you.
Was there anything behind the shield?
Nope.
I'm gonna take a look to the left.
Okay. When you take a look to the left from the living room that you were standing in where the fireplace was, you can see on the wall some light globules. Not exactly fire, like round little sources of light on sconces leading down a hallway.
Hey, rookie, you gotta see this.
What?
So I moved my flashlight, and then these balls of light just started popping in. And it looks like it leads somewhere. I think we should go this way.
Okay, I think maybe I'll take the shield with me. So I'm gonna take the shield with me.
Okay.
I now have a shield.
We have a gaudy shield.
Well, I can't until I find somewhere to decorate it, like in a trash bin or whatever.
All right, nearest trash bin, you toss it out. It's dead weight, rookie.
For sure. But until then, I'm gonna walk down this weird hallway with my new shield.
Fair enough. You walk down the hall.
Log it along really slowly.
Oh yeah. All right. You can see as you're walking down the hallway on both sides, there's these sconces. And they stop just at the end of the hallway. And you can see there's like a bit of an alcove that's built into the wall where it stops. And it's a full suit of armor. Old.
Does it look like it's missing a shield?
No, not exactly. It has a sword like this stuck straight into the ground, and it's standing as if it was at attention. But you can also notice that on either side of the armor set are sconces that have not been lit.
We'll walk up to the suit of armor.
Okay.
I'm gonna shine my light on the sconces.
I'm gonna keep my distance.
Okay. You shining your light?
Yep.
Wait a couple seconds. Nothing.
Shine on the inside of the armor, like through the faceplate.
Mhm.
If there's anything in there.
No, nothing you can see, and just seems like a normal set of armor.
That's my thinking sound. Sound of a soda open. Ah, yes, now I've got it. I'm going to touch the sword. And no, not that way. You're going to touch the sword that the knight's holding.
Okay.
Either way, it's misconstrued.
You touch the sword. You touch the hilt.
Yes.
Okay. Gonna grab the hilt.
Yes.
Right. As soon as you grab the hilt, both of the lights turn on.
Huh.
You can see two glowing blue eyes pop up from inside of the suit of armor.
Oh my god, what have you done?
Hello there.
And we're gonna music again.
Give me 1 second.
1 second, one
Make
second.
sure it's unmuted.
Waiting for her to turn on the music. Oh, but I love your thinking sound. It really shows that you're opening your mind.
Alright. Then you can see as the suit of armor kind of straightens itself out and it picks up its sword and he goes, "How dare you!" And he just swings the sword immediately. I need you to make a roll for me.
Hey, oh, whoa, jeez. That's an 18.
You duck directly under the sword and the sword goes and it breaks into the side of the wall and he's pulling it. "You dare touch the sword of
Oh, you're soprano.
You dare!" He just pulls the sword back.
Listen. We have your shield.
I'm gonna try.
You have my shield. Who has my shield?
I'm gonna try and throw the shield. So I'm still a bit back up. I'm throwing the
You
shield.
dare disgrace my shield. You're the warlock, aren't you? Are you the warlock?
No.
No, oh my god. No, you can have your stupid ugly shield. We're here to
My
find the
stupid,
warlock.
ugly shield.
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're here to find the warlock. Or intercept him technically.
And he just does another swing. And he swings right, probably right between both of you.
Ah. Okay. We got that all out of the system. Looking for.
And he's trying to pull the sword back out of the...
I kind of step on the blade just to kind of like make it a little harder for him. Okay. So,
I suggest, sir, that you leave my blade be.
are you gonna try to kill me with it?
Yes.
Well, then I can't. So we come to an understanding.
What kind of understanding?
We're not with the warlock. We're here to stop the warlock.
Well, why didn't you say so?
I
was
literally
trying.
just said that.
And yeah,
Oh
the
my
rookie
God.
did also say it too. I heard you.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
heard you. I was listening.
Jesus Christ.
Heat of the moment. Anyways, shield.
Yeah, do you want it?
Yes.
Maybe you can have it if like you tell us what's up with this weird house.
Well,
You probably also asked the woman, please.
Oh my god, thank you. Feminist.
apologies.
He's an ally.
My shield, please.
Okay, but only after you tell us what's up with the house. What do you know?
I was brought here against... I lost in combat.
Oh my god, embarrassing.
Very, at least for someone like me.
Hmm.
I am Sir Dirk Soprano. I'm not from here. And I met this strange man out in the woods one day, and he set upon me, casted some sort of spell. I ended up in that wall, watching every movement without being able to move.
That sounds awful.
It was.
I can recommend you a therapist. But first, have you seen any pages? We're looking for half of a book.
Pages.
Yeah.
Like a book. Can I have my shield?
Okay, fine.
Also, I'm curious. You said you weren't able to move.
No.
Is that until now?
Yes.
So me touching your sword allowed you to move.
Seems so.
And your first thought is to try to cut my head off.
In this house? Yes.
Okay, maybe, but still, come on. Give a man a break, huh?
My apologies.
Thank you. I mean, you could at least buy me donuts first.
What are donuts?
I don't know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We haven't figured that out
You
yet.
see the little
No, it's
the dough. They got
dough?
sugar. Yeah, dough.
Yeah.
Sugar, and then they're fluffy.
Right.
And they're very delicious when you eat them.
Oh, donuts.
It's like, yes, donuts. That's what I said.
What?
I said that the whole time. Donuts.
Um,
Say what you said.
a donut.
A donut.
What?
This sounds fantastic. What is this? Donut. You have?
Unfortunately, I don't. But
We do not.
yeah, my box of donuts was destroyed
By the warlock.
by the warlock.
He destroyed your donuts.
Yeah.
Destroyed my donuts.
Well, I won't have it.
And one of my heels.
You have both feet?
Yes. I do, yes. Have you seen any pages of a book so I can get out of this ratchet house away from this gaudy shield?
Hold on. He left this on me. I'll get you a page.
Excellent. I take the page. What does this say?
Read it.
You don't. You can't read anything that's on the page. But sir, that is actually a page, yes.
It's a sugar cookie recipe.
Oh,
Good call.
cool.
Well,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Is there... Do you know where he is?
Cell 42.
Part of him, I suppose. They said that there's pieces of him. So part of him is in cell 42, down at the precinct 55. After he destroyed my donuts, I told him to get down on the ground. I handcuffed him, took him to the station, threw him in cell 42. Simple as that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Well, can you take me to cell 42?
I don't know if there's room on our bike.
I don't even know how to get back. Is the portal still there? I only have one eye.
Is there just only one page here? Is there
Yeah, we can't leave yet.
There are definitely more pages, yes.
Mr. Soprano, if you would, I could officially deputize you as a temporary officer of the law, and it would greatly help us out if you could,
You're saying you want me to fight for your king?
No,
Yes.
no, we don't support monarchies here. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Your queen doesn't value the friendship of warlocks, does she?
Oh, no.
Perfect, I fight for your queen.
Oh my god, great. Down
Perfect.
with the patriarchy. Excellent, thank you. Great. Yeah. Really, Jesus Christ.
I fight for her queen.
Yeah. Okay, great.
Fantastic.
Where do we go from here?
I suppose we look around the rest of the house and find all the pages that are here, and then we go back to Mr.
Flappy Gash, yeah.
Flax and Thatch.
Yes. Is there anything else down the end of this hallway?
Fucking hell. What?
Is there anything else at the end of the hallway?
No, you just see the alcove and you see a couple doors that were on either side of the suit of armor, or Sir Soprano.
Yes, a soprano.
Yes.
All right.
My apologies, miss.
Do you know the layout of this house at all?
I only know from right here to that door.
No way, same. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hesitantly knock on one of the doors that is right next to us right now, very close to us.
Okay. You hesitantly knock on the door.
Nothing.
You knocked on the door.
It's quiet. Nothing happened.
Nope.
I suppose we go in.
Okay. Let's go in. I'm gonna open the door.
Try the door handle. It's locked.
Step aside, rookie. Okay. Officer Rico's gonna kick the door in.
Oh, yeah? Give me a roll.
Trained for this at the academy. Here we go. 5.
Great.
Just.
Jeez. Oh. Mm.
Oh my God, you're so old.
35. I'm not old.
Yeah, but I'm 16, I think, maybe. I'm not sure.
Then why are you in? Why are you?
My dad is rich.
Might I try my hand?
Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. He just takes his sword, and it just shoves straight into the door. And you give a look in. You see sliced meats. See maybe the inside of a meat locker,
Ew.
something like that.
That's not vegan.
Smells good.
I do remember him exiting this door some time ago.
Oh no.
Must be where he keeps his food.
Maybe he lost a page in here. Maybe it fell out. Maybe I can root around the fridge.
Are you trying to find Danets?
No.
Meat Danets?
Why would there be Donnets?
Does the queen enjoy meat Danets?
Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
You were the one that began talking about Danets.
Donnets.
Danets,
Is
yeah.
a meat Danet a variant of a normal Danet?
It's a Donnet. Not a Danet. It's a Donnet.
Yes.
Donnet.
All I need you to know, Sir Sebastian, is that
Soprano.
I need you to help the queen by getting us the whole way through this door, not just a sliver.
Help the queen.
Great.
And he just keeps hacking at the door.
Excellent.
Yeah, and the door just falls down.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Walk through the door.
Okay. And you step in and you hear music coming from above. Like there's a speaker system.
Wow.
And you're standing strangely enough behind a counter at like as if you walked into the butcher section at a market.
Hmm.
You are legitimately standing in a grocery store.
Okay. I stopped dancing again because there's music playing.
Okay. Yeah. It's definitely Rick Astley.
Oh.
It's all right. You can cringe a bit. Yeah. So, you make your way into this grocery store.
Know the rules, and so
Do I. We've realm traveled then. Okay. We're in a grocery store.
Are the donuts?
You could check.
Check for donuts.
All right. So, you exit the back of this like butcher section of the store. And you walk into the store and you can see it in full now. It's like a combo store. It's really strange. They have some electronics, they have some food, multiple aisles. You have 4 aisles that you could see. It's a lot of stuff in there, but not the biggest store. And past the aisles, you can see some registers and stuff like that. And there's like a fully functioning grocery store, but there's nobody here. You can give me a search for donuts if you want.
4.
Not that you can see currently.
I would like to search for nail polish.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 3.
3?
Yes.
Oh, there's nail polish.
Oh.
But it's not the one you like at all.
Damn, it's ugly nail polish. That's super gross. No.
Okay.
God, disgusting.
Are there Oreos?
Yes. There are absolutely Oreos.
Get a package of Oreos.
All right, you got yourself a little package of Oreos.
I know I had that trouble at the Nabisco factory, but you love me an Oreo.
All right. As soon as you pick the Oreo up off the shelf, you can see a page. A lot like the one that you got earlier. Disappears.
It disappeared as soon as he touched it.
As soon as he reached out to grab it, it was as if the entire aisle became a different one.
I'm gonna look for Oreos again.
Okay. Go around, you move around. Find the same section that looks like what you were looking at before. That's where you got that package of Oreos before. And there's the paper. It's just seemingly in a different section.
I'm gonna try to quickly grab the paper as fast as I can.
Okay.
You roll for it?
I'll let you roll for it.
10. Man. Gone again?
You can see. Where are you?
I feel like I'd be in a different aisle, so I have not observed any of this just yet.
Okay.
I'm looking at nail polish.
Well, that nail polish is not nail polish anymore. That nail polish is the Oreo section.
Oh. Oh my God, what the hell? There are Oreos everywhere.
Get the paper!
What?
There's a paper!
Okay, I try to grab the Oreos. I see the paper. I try to grab the paper.
Okay. You try to grab the paper, and as soon as you go to reach for the paper, now you're looking at the paper.
Grab the paper.
You grab the paper.
Did you get it?
Yeah, I got it.
Oh my God, cool.
Fantastic. I got some Oreos, and we got a page.
What does it say?
I go to read it.
It's the same kind of gibberish, weird letters and stuff.
It's a recipe on how to make Oreo balls.
Oh, amazing.
All right.
I'm gonna walk back over to Officer Rico.
Okay.
And what's a good way to scan for more notes? That's what I'm thinking. Okay, if we found one page underneath Oreos, what else is like super important to you? There are no donuts here.
Well, it's kind of a personal question. You like my Chevy? There's any Chevy models?
Okay.
Cars, like toys or something?
Yeah, cars. Okay. We can look for those. Or I'm trying to think of other things you've said that you like.
I do like my Taser.
Guns also.
Do like guns.
Okay, I'm gonna search the room for stuff Rico likes.
Okay. You search the room and you find a multitude of different snack items, maybe some like fruit snacks, gushers, couple, there's a toy section, there's some action figures, things like that. But nothing really seems to pop out until, can you do the thing? Can you? There we go. Until, here we go. You see, flickering on the other end of the store, there's a bunch of TV screens. And they're cameras that are pointed directly at you and you from above. It's like you're watching yourself on these TV screens. And they're flashing back and forth between both of you, and then they flash to a register. You can see a man that looks a lot like Griffin.
Clean up on aisle 4.
And then you start to hear. And from the front of the store, you can see on all these windows, there's absolutely what you know as, from all the movies that you've seen, zombies.
Oh, God.
Oh my god, that's so gross. What is wrong with these people?
They're dead.
I think they need to do their hair.
They're dead. They don't care. They don't care anymore.
I would still care if I was dead.
I don't think you would.
Okay, what do we do?
One breaks straight through the door and it's sprinting towards you.
All right, for the first time, I'm gonna pull out my gun also.
Yeah. Let's go. Both of you guys give me a roll.
All right. 8.
It's a 13.
Wonderful. You start shooting almost perfect aim. And you're picking up one by one. And you can see also Dirk Soprano. How dare you come after the queen? And he just starts swinging the sword, swinging his shield back and forth. All right.
All right, I'm just gonna keep shooting, but I'm gonna scan around and I'm gonna look and see if there's like an exit.
Yep, there is an exit.
Back the way we came. Okay, rookie. I need you to go back the way we came. I'll cover you.
All right, I start moving backwards. Is Griffin lookalike still at the register? Okay, then I'm gonna start running towards the exit.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
And I'm gonna shoot a couple more zombies in the face.
Okay.
11.
11. When you shoot one, shoot another, and there seems like right behind that zombie was another one, and it leaps at you. I'm gonna go ahead and ask you for one more roll.
Ah! 12.
All right. You were able to sidestep a little bit, but it did catch you right on the shoulder, and you almost feel something go through your shirt.
Ah! Officer down!
And you're running to the exit, right?
Officer down!
Yeah, I'm running to the exit.
Okay. So
Get out of here, rookie!
Soprano's following you.
Sebastian, I need you to go back and help Rico, okay? I can't do
Get
it.
yourself out of here! Officer down! I'm done for!
Sebastian, please, just go and see if he's okay. It could just be a scratch. I've learned very fast that he's very dramatic.
I'm split. For the queen. And he runs straight back in. And he's kind of kneeled in front of you with his shield and his sword.
Soprano. I'm feeling weak. Feeling faint. I'm going. Wish I could have another Donic.
Oh my god, it's just a scratch.
It hurts so bad.
Just eat an Oreo ball.
The broom that's also standing next to you. And please, sir, I suggest you probably leave the area.
Hold to the gun and run.
Back, you fiends! Just Soprano is sitting in there, chopping off, just lopping off heads as he's backing.
I'm gonna run back through the door.
Yeah. Okay. You run back through the door.
Then
Okay. Comes the broom.
I was trying to be heroic, you know.
I feel like you're just being super dramatic. You'll be fine. Just again, take an ibuprofen. You're fine.
Pretty deep scratch.
Yeah. You guys turn around, and as you do, to look back through the door, the lights go out inside of that room. And you see nothing. You hear no music from the store. You hear no sounds of zombies. And you hear no Soprano.
My light come on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then I'm gonna look around.
You're gonna look around through the doorway?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Seems like the light of your flashlight is kind of just like peering into nothingness.
That's a good sign.
Yeah. I hope Sebastian's okay.
He's not here?
No,
Soprano.
I think he's stuck in the room.
Soprano?
Sebastian, yeah.
It's Soprano.
Agree to disagree.
I suppose. So who wants to walk into the door of infinite darkness first?
I kind of feel like we should go for the other door. There are multiple in the hallway. Maybe that black void is like doesn't pass the vibe check.
All right, Rookie. You pick the next door.
Okay. I'm going to turn around and go to whatever door is closest to my left.
Okay. As soon as you do, you turn around, you go to the closest door to your left, and you start to feel the ground shake beneath you. An earthquake begins to pick up, bigger and bigger beneath the house. As you hear, and the whole suit of armor is kind of just like spat onto the floor, and it's just Soprano just like laying there with a shield, like, "For the queen!"
Oh my God, Sebastian, are you okay?
Never better.
Cool.
Soprano, it's good to have you back with us.
Of course. What's going on?
What happened back there? What did it look like from your side? For us, it was a black void. I felt like we probably shouldn't go near it.
Evil creatures?
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm here.
Okay.
And the ground is shaking and just insane. And how you can feel the house starting to creak.
I'm from California. We stand under a door frame, I think.
Okay.
Does anybody have an earthquake kit?
No.
Great.
Currently do not.
Okay.
They're not even regulation.
My friends, I believe this house is coming down.
Oh.
And things start falling off the ceiling.
All right, we need to go.
Okay.
All right. You guys run out of the house and back into the strange kind of like wasteland. And the seems like the epicenter of this earthquake is just on that house. The farther you go away from the house, the lighter the earthquake begins to be. As you guys notice, in a big circular fashion, the house just start to crumble and get pulled underground.
Damn. I guess there's that.
Well,
I hold hands with Sebastian.
Okay, so
Soprano.
I'm starting to lose track of the new characters.
Yeah, so we have a broom and we have Soprano.
Yeah. It's going to be all right.
Thank you.
Everything's going to be wonderful.
that is had insurance.
Well,
CSI Miami.
I shall contact Miss. What do you need? What? You good?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Chaos just asking me to throw a ball at him. Good catch. Yeah.
I shall do my best to contact Miss Flax and Thatch. Real quick. Believe we should probably be headed back.
Was that supposed to happen?
I have no clue.
I'm sorry about the summer house.
Wasn't my house really, but
Devastating nonetheless.
okay.
Except that it was decorated terribly. I'm gonna jump back in the
I just
sidecar.
call it, sunk cost.
God
You can
damn it.
see now the earthquake stopped, and things start to shake again, and out of this ground, straight from the ground, like nothing you see before, is just like spewing pieces of the house, just all through the sky, all through the stars. You see just. And out of the ground comes this giant worm.
Ew.
You can see its big mandibles.
Ugh.
It's looking at both of you. And now I need to do the music thing again. Give me a second. Let's go. You can hear it. Can't see it move. It doesn't have a mouth exactly for speech, but you can hear.
I'd like my pages back.
And it just slams the ground, and you can feel earthquakes happen. And then immediately when that happens, Mr. Freeman turns back into the motorcycle. I suggest we get a move on now.
Hop on.
Jump in sidecar.
And you look like a penis.
Penis.
Can Soprano come with us?
There's no room on this vehicle for him. I'm sorry.
The Queen is very proud of you, and thank you for all that you've done. I kiss him on the
Of
cheek.
course. I will fail this worm myself.
My hero.
Well, you can't even begin to even.
Shut up, he doesn't care what you have to say.
No, Soprano, don't.
Thank you, Sebastian.
Sorry, my line of calling him a penis was kind of like the last one. I didn't expect to stay here much longer. And it was just like, you're a penis, and then you just wanted to go. And we're still here. Good luck, Soprano. You can do it.
Again, I kiss him on the cheek.
Okay. You turn around,
Big one thing, you still look like a penis.
you start to haul ass, and this worm just hits the ground and it starts speeding towards you. And you can see as Soprano is running towards the mouth of this creature, he takes a swing. And just gets nope.
Oh my
And
god.
you can see the worm
I cry.
big. He's like, for the queen!
Oh no.
Yeah. So you're hauling ass in the distance, but this thing is gaining on you for sure. You can see things are breaking around you. One by one, like rocks. tons by tons, really. All this sand starts coming down. And the worm... I'm gonna make 2 rolls here. Okay. Alright.
Mr. Freeman, do you have anything on your person you can use as a weapon?
Funny you should ask. Yes. The motorcycle takes a left, hard left, and both of you just get dropped to the side.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as that happens, these weird buttons flip out from the front of the sidecar and from the right on top of the gas tank. And from the front of the Harley Davidson, just right from the front of the top rim of the front tire, seems like hook shot. And from your side, Gatling gun. Seems like I still have some tricks up my sleeve, I suppose.
All right, rookie. Here's the plan. You ever seen Star Wars?
What?
Mine. New plan. We're going to go straight ahead at the worm. Play a game of chicken.
Oh my god.
And then we're gonna chicken out and go to the side and hook in, and then you fill it full of lead.
Oh, but it's so gross.
Right. You're gonna...
But like you said, it's a penis.
It's a penis.
Patriarchy.
Down with the patriarchy.
Oh my god, I love that. Yeah.
I'm learning.
That's great. Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Ready?
Stop firing the Gatling gun. Heat it up.
Okay.
And we are playing chicken with the worm.
Okay, so you turned Mr. Freeman completely around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the worm is coming directly at you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. So you're headed straight at him?
And
Yep.
then cut to the right and then cut to the left to drift. And then hit the hook inside. So we're hooked to him and then have the rookie let loose some lead.
All
Doing
right.
it.
We're gonna have to make multiple rolls here.
Okay.
So the first one, I'm going to roll. Okay. The worm headed straight at me. You can hear in your head, and he's just barreling towards you. He doesn't really know anything that's going on. Go ahead and make me a roll.
13.
13. And do you intend on firing now, or do you
Before we get to the side, I'm just heating up the gun.
Okay. So you said what, 14?
13.
13? Okay. So you make your roundabout, right on the side of the worm, and the worm kind of just looks to the left.
And then I'm gonna let loose the hook shot into his side.
You press on the button that's right in front of you, just shoots. Go ahead and roll me an aim. All right.
Does it go in?
It does. It straight up does. And so you fire the hook shot, and it goes right on the side of the worm, and you hear the worm go just rear back.
I'm
And
firing the
you're
Gatling
hooked.
gun.
Light 'em up,
Firing the
rookie.
Gatling gun. Yeah.
Good.
As much as I can.
All right. You don't have to roll high, but you should roll.
To 10.
To 10? All right. Worm's rolling bad. But the 10, you just... And you can see this worm is starting to just get riddled. Just riddled with bullets.
Freeman, you got anything else? Like maybe a bomb or something?
I think I'm all out of ideas now.
All right.
And you're now hooked onto this worm.
Yep.
And the worm is headed straight for the city.
So I've got my hand on the left handlebar, and I grab my gun and I toss it up in the air, switch hands, grab the gun, almost as like a fluid motion of just doing this, And then I'm going to just start going, just adding extra bullets.
All right.
Like it matters.
Go ahead.
14.
You can see the bullets that are firing from this gun specifically are kind of just ping, 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 kind of just like bouncing off the kind of like side belly fat of the giant worm that's still almost pulling the motorcycle now towards the city. And you can see off in the distance that there's a beacon of light that is shining from within the city.
What do we do now?
Try again.
Take my gun. I technically can't give it to you. My hands are full with the Gatling gun.
Reach down and grab her gun, and I set them both on my legs. I'm gonna clap the hook shot to pull it back, and as I let him get a little bit of distance, I'm gonna clap the hook shot again. I'm gonna first, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Sorry.
Look for any weak spots in the worm's body.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a roll for that.
4. I am rolling shit tonight.
There's nothing that you can really see that gives off any sort of difference between the rest of the worm. You can try as well.
I'm gonna start trying to focus the Gatling gun on one specific spot of the worm to try to weaken it, like right down the middle.
Okay.
Roll.
Go ahead. Yes.
That's a 15.
Absolutely. You start to drill into this same spot, and you're starting to see a lot of irritation that's kind of starting to just build from this area as the worm is starting to pull farther and farther. Right. Luckily, Mr. Freeman is holding his ground as this worm is still just barreling towards the city.
So in the spot that she just drilled open, I'm gonna take both guns and just
Okay.
just add my bullets. Maybe it's a little softer.
Yeah.
Go 15.
Finally.
You definitely
Thanks.
you definitely start to see these bullets have an entry point now where they're actually starting to cause damage, and you can hear the sounds of the worm just starting to rear back, and it's starting to slow as you guys are headed towards the city.
I feel like I'm gonna maintain. I'm just gonna keep shooting at that same spot.
Keep shooting at the same spot? Okay.
I think that's a 7. Might
Alright.
be a 1.
It might be a one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that die is hard to read. That's okay, because I rolled a 2. And you start to see it's starting to drill through, and the whole back half of this worm is starting to separate. But it's still moving somehow.
Would I know if worms are allergic to chocolate?
Funny you should say that. Go ahead and give me a roll.
Okay, see if the worm is allergic to chocolate. 1.
You haven't a clue. No. You could always try.
I'm gonna take an Oreo ball and I'm gonna lob it inside.
Are you?
Just because.
All right.
I don't know why. Just got a gut feeling.
Okay. Go for it.
That was cocked. And it was on 20. And then it slightly, the tray fit. It was
I'll give you another roll. Go for it.
so bad. I'm gonna put the tray not in the tray.
Mhm.
Okay. There we go. 18. I looked at that die and I was just like staring daggers at it.
Right.
Yeah. I take an Oreo ball.
You can see as this Oreo ball is just flying through the sky, and the worm just like turns and looks at where it's coming from, and it has its mouth open and just goes boom straight down the worm's mouth, and the worm is still moving. But then start to see it bubble on the sides. And the worm slows to a stop. To a stop. Stop. And it rears back and it explodes.
Does Gore get all over us?
Absolutely.
Oh my god, gross! What have you done?
Lactose intolerant.
Apparently doesn't like cream cheese.
What is it? Does that mean we killed him? Is Griffin dead?
Yes, a piece.
Most likely a piece.
Damn.
But if we can take these pages back to Miss Flaxen Thatch. Getting that full name, it's hard. Sorry. Maybe she'll be able to pull some strings. I think she will.
Okay. I like furiously try to wipe myself off, including with this nice new pillow that I have.
I believe I'm going to have to go through a wash myself.
And the motorcycle just make your way all the way back to the apartment building. All the way past Marvin.
Marvin! Oh my god.
And up to Miss
Just.
yep, you guys are definitely covered in some weird green.
Uh, 13th floor on the elevator.
It's definitely still the same Katy Perry song.
Maybe you're fine. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go, ah, ah, ah. And you'll leave them going, ah, ah.
All right. Ding. Straight to Miss Flaxen Thatch's room. Open the door. And you two look wonderful.
Oh my god, can I have a shower, please?
Mine doesn't work.
Oh my god. I go wash myself in the sink.
Is there anything you can do, Mrs. Flaxen Thatch?
You got the pages right.
Yeah, of course.
Let me see.
Here you go.
He starts to put the book back together. I won't be able to stop him forever.
I'm just washing
Wiped
myself
off
in the
the-
sink right now. Just
You can see one of her eyes just goes. She's watching you. But I can break the tether between the realms. That'll do. It'll stop him for some time. But I don't think I can get rid of him that easily.
oh my god, of course you can. You just have to be a girl boss.
You're right.
Yeah.
I never thought about it that
Just
way.
believe in yourself, you know?
You're right.
Yeah.
I got a bath.
Well. Anywho. Come here, let me see. She licks her tongue. Starts to, like, wipe right where your eye used to be.
Ugh. Oh,
And I know it's
my
weird,
God.
and
oh.
at least I didn't make you eat an apple.
I miss Sebastian.
Big long finger. And you can feel vision start to come back on this side of your face.
I can see again.
You can.
You're covered in goo.
So are you.
I just washed myself in the sink.
Not, I mean, you got your face.
Thank you.
Everything else is still the goopy.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
You can hear Miss Flaxen Thatch just kind of like mumbling some words under her breath.
What was that? Did we get all the pages? We've definitely killed at least one part of him.
It's enough.
Okay.
You didn't tell me he was lactose intolerant.
Slipped my mind.
Their mind could have slipped us dead.
But you're here.
Exactly. What now?
I did it. Or you did it, rather.
No, thank you.
That's it? No, it's not. It's very anticlimactic.
Well,
Just that's it. That's done.
maybe.
What did you do?
I pushed the realm a little. Just a little. Hopefully far enough. Like I said, I don't know if Griffin will be back. He'll probably be back. And now, payment. You keep demeanor.
Thank you.
It's yours. She's yours forever. As for you, I know about a little bit of your issues. Here. Smaller, compact donuts, as it were.
That's so sweet.
Hold on. These are different.
It's,
If someone was to mouth off to you, eat one of those. They'll choke on their tongue a little bit. Don't eat two when you do it. Eat one. You eat two, it might get a little dangerous. Don't do that. But
these are my special thing.
You see why witches are cool now? Thank you,
What is that?
thank you.
Miss Flabbergast.
We've made my ex very mad.
Good.
Well, you can always call on the service of Officer Rico and his partner.
Oh my god. But me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Point of looking at
I
you.
thought that you like maybe you were talking about your wife or
No, I don't. I'm not married.
Oh.
Just just as a way of acceptance, I accept you.
Oh,
as my-
okay, great.
As my partner,
Thank you.
Work partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can go now.
I,
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Let's go. Anna.
Yeah, let's go.
I'll write a
we-
glowing review. I'll give the
Okay.
chief a call.
Really, your promotion would be wonderful. I'd love to be a detective someday.
You guys get back in your car and you make your way back towards the station. You get out and almost like the same instance that happened last time. Jenkins, was it?
Yes.
Yo, Oreo boy, good to see ya.
Hey,
Hey, Jenkins.
don't take that from him.
Good to see you too.
Yeah, but and Jenkins just like starts to choke and he just like starts to move away. Just runs to his desk. He's like,
The fuck?
You're a loser, Jenkins.
Go suck on your cock.
And then Chief looks up.
We go over.
So,
Yeah, I smack my head in the gloss again though.
I open the door for her.
Walk inside.
how'd it go?
Well,
Oh my god, he was amazing.
really good. She was fantastic.
Incredible.
That's good to hear. I got a phone call earlier, and seems like you helped out the old miss.
Yes, of course.
But-
There'll be an extensive report there, Chief. Just Been a long day.
Did you clean her bathroom or something? Why are you why are-
About that.
There was a blender
There was a blender.
issue.
She was making a smoothie,
Yeah.
and it just went all over
When
the
the
place.
thieves came, you know, she panicked and blender everywhere, and
I mean, we had the situation under
we
control.
handled it.
We had
Yeah.
the situation under control.
Uh-huh.
She just thought, blend just oil slick kind of
Yes.
thing. We, however, got caught in the crossfire.
improvision?
Yeah. Yes.
Improvised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Left.
But we handle it. Yeah.
Completely.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to see what you two do together in the future.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, sir. Great to hear those words from you. Once in a while. Hopefully, like to hear them more.
Oh my God! Stop! I stopped beating you with the broom. To get out the
All
broom.
right.
Just assuming it's turned back
Thank
into a
you.
broom and is still with us.
Sure. Yeah. We'll go ahead and close it there.
Woo!
There are some things left unsaid, some things left undone, but you never know. Maybe we can talk about it another stream. Maybe another stream will happen in the future. Who knows? But I would like to thank you all for giving me the chance and hearing me out, and both of you guys letting me DM for you. I think it's been pretty fun. I know it was a little shaky, but it was awesome.
It was amazing.
It was great.
A lot of fun.
So thank you, Alana, so much.
Thank you.
I know I you just got off of work, super busy.
Totally fine. Thank you for having me.
And yeah, I hope you guys had fun. And yeah. And 20 sides to every story.
Yes. Yes, there are.
And come and be a part of ours.
Absolutely. How's it feel to say that?
Wonderful.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.